No pun intended. You can see the work is about to commence out there. I paid him and he was off on his way. Hey team, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Hayden. I'm a group exercise instructor. I usually post twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. Mondays being a review and Fridays just a week in the life. I haven't posted Mondays for the last couple of weeks, and that's because I'm about to go on a cruise for 3 weeks. Not only that, but I have been a little busy with my mum going into hospital, my house flooding, getting drains fixed, getting prepared for the cruise, working, life, blah. Today's video, we are in the lead up to the cruise, like I mentioned in my intro, which means I need to get a few things out of the way, under control, etc., before the day we leave. Hear that? That is the plumber. Hopefully you can see his car. The ute just outside. Right there. You can see the hose. He's out the back taking care of the crappy sewage, no pun intended, and then he's about to address the front storm drain. You can see the work is about to commence out there. He's just checking the ground to see if the roots of the tree have broken through. And as that's happening, I'm uploading my latest. Hopefully it can be fixed. So update on the drain. The guy was here for a couple of hours. He did clear out the back drain, where I was having a sewage problem. And he also cleared out the front drain. Now he did actually quote to me $6,500 to get the front drain dug up, relayed, because there were roots that had pierced the drain. Can I help you? Anyway, the reason it would have cost $6,000 is because I casually mentioned that I had received a quote, or I had sought out a quote to get my hot water system replaced, and that's because it's crap. I just wanted to ask the question, you know, how much would it cost if we packaged them all together? I know when I'm about to be played. He comes back with his figure, which included the hot water system, the new hot water system, replumbing of obviously the water line, relaying the drain, and replacing the power board in my switchboard outside, because he has deemed that it needs to be updated in order for me to get an up-to-date water system. He also said to me that the drain couldn't be fixed out the front with just sending the little chopper thing down to clear out some weeds. He was adamant that it needed to be dug up in order for it to be relayed and for the drain to work. I asked him just to send it down, just show me, just try sending down the little chopper thing. And if you don't know what that is, it's a spinning blade that goes down the drain and they chop through some blockages. So he did that after I had already said I'm not paying $6,500 for all of that stuff. I paid him and he was off on his way. Fast forward to today, where it has been absolutely bucketing down rain all day long whilst I've been at work. And this will be the first time that it's actually rained heavily since the drain has been done. It's been a week and a half since he's been here. Here I am thinking I'm gonna come home to floods again in my lounge room, knowing that my computer and everything's gonna be safe, because I did rearrange the lounge room in order to make sure that things aren't going to be destroyed. But I am happy to report the drain did its job. I came home, it was not flooded, and the way that I realized, and the way I know it wasn't flooded, when you look out the front and there's a whole bunch of leaves around the drain, if it did flood, all of the leaves would have been dragged towards the drain in a central location, because it would have flooded and then drained slowly. However, all of the debris of the leaves was still where it was when I left, and there was no water line or debris line around where the floodwaters had risen. So lo and behold, sending the chopper down the drain actually worked. no 6.5 grand for me. We are one day away from me going on annual leave. Tomorrow is my final day of work, which will be today by the time this goes up. Now that it's so close and it's become a bit of a reality, I'm very excited. I just got another update from Royal Caribbean, which is the cruise line that Adam and I are going on. They're very aggressive with who they are and are not allowing on the boat when it comes to this whole coronavirus thing that's global. We've all heard of it. We all know what it is. In a nutshell, I'll put on the screen towards either side a snapshot of the memo that I got sent in regards to who they are and are not letting on this boat. But enough of that. I thought, because I am going away, I'm going to be away for almost 3 weeks. So I've been busy. That's why I haven't posted Mondays. I've been busy creating a backlog of content. So when I am away, I don't have to worry about uploading without any internet on the cruise ship. Now, because I am going away, I'm leaving Honey home, not by herself. I've organised or hired a cat sitter. Her name's Maya. She works with Mad Paws, where she comes to my home. She's going to take my spare keys and she'll feed Honey day and night before and after her work. She actually lives in my suburb, so she's just going to walk around, which is amazing. But because she's going to be home by herself, I thought I needed to get her a bit more entertainment. And not just entertainment, I wanted to get her some fresh water, or a means to have fresh water, which is where these two things come in. We've got the fresh and clear fountain. And that's what it looks like. It's a little drinking fountain. And then this toy called Sensors. Will she love it or not? Well, we're about to wait and see. Lord knows when I purchased this over here behind my laundry scratching post, it's still there untouched, and that's even with catnip. Here we go. Obviously I'm going to need to assemble this. Luckily it comes with it. Gosh, for such a small toy, that's a freaking thick book. Kind of looks like a food processor. Ooh, it's all rubbery. There's the top part. And one more piece. Let's see if I can assemble this. Alright. What? What? It's literally got a plant on it. What is that? There ain't no plant in here. Focus, Hayden, focus. First things first. I always make this mistake, don't I? I always make this mistake. Oh. It's a feeding maze. I thought it was a toy. Well, that sucks. This is what it looks like when you put it together. It is a feeding maze where you put the food in the top and she can play with the biscuits, obviously not wet food, as it falls through and then out the bottom. It also comes with this protector mat. Don't mind the stain on my couch from when I flooded. I literally thought this was a toy. That'll teach me for not actually spending the time to read the bloody box. I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's a toy. That'll keep her entertained. God damn it. I guess that'll still keep her entertained if Maya puts food in there regularly. Let's look into this one. And here it is out of the box. I wonder... That's the filter system. Interesting. You think I would just like read the instructions, but that's just not how I roll. Maybe I'm gonna have to. Well, at least this one's a success. That little drinking fountain. Whether or not she's going to use it is another story. But hey, it works. There's a little bit of interest there. I've put some biscuits inside it. She doesn't seem too fascinated by it. Will she hit the water though? It's not... You've got biscuits, woman. What's that in there? I just want to know if she'll hit... Oh. Hey, Yes. Now the reason I got the fountain is because I read this thing that cats can actually smell when water is fresh, and they like water being as fresh as possible. Obviously when it's sitting in a bowl it goes stagnant, whereas that's supposed to keep it as fresh as possible, obviously without changing the water. And she's drinking. Is that good, honey? Go on. Yeah, it's the most water I've ever seen her drink. It actually works, people. Get it, honey? Yes. She's frustrated. What? What's wrong? Go on, go play. Thanks for watching, team. Make sure you do all the stuff. Subscribe, like, comment. In the next coming vlogs, I'm going to do my best to make sure that I have uploaded prior to Adam and I sailing away amidst the coronavirus. So there's still some fresh content coming up. And that's because there is not going to be any sort of avenue for me to upload whilst we're on a cruise ship, unless I pay exorbitant amounts of money to use their measly little internet. However, when I get back from the cruise, I'm going to have so many vlogs fresh for you to watch.